This LeetCode problem number 14, longest common prefix Python solution. But before we discuss, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications. Also, I have added a lot of quizzes to the community page. Please check it out. Now back to the problem. Longest common prefix. You are given a set of strings, and you need to come up with the prefix which is common among all the strings. In this case, it is FL is common prefix among all this case, but here it is dog, race, car, and car. Had it been this one is like dad or something like that, you still cannot come up with D because this one starts with R, so it is still an empty string. Let's take a look at the Python solution. So I have a C++ solution for this one as well. There is a video there. It is like you take the first string and then go through the length of the string 0 and then check all the remaining strings from 1 through n. Not the 0th string is the pivot, and then you start from 1 through 0 and then check if the index of the first string is the common among all the other 1 through n strings. Wherever it breaks, that's when the substring you return. So you basically build the string ground up, but here the Python solution is the opposite. Basically, you start off with the first string as the prefix, and then if it doesn't fit, you just try to shrink it. So both approaches have pluses and minuses. I think the average will work out to be the case. This one has the worst case complexity, like if there is no, in the second case of LeetCode problem, if there is no matching thing, the number of comparisons increase, whereas in the case of the C++ solution where I said you build from ground up, you come out immediately. But here it has an advantage in the sense that if this one has the best case scenario where everything matches except for the last character. So that's when this approach wins. So you go through the strings 1 through n, the 0th one becomes the prefix, and while a string doesn't start with the prefix, then you shrink it by 1, and then if the prefix becomes empty, you return. Otherwise, you basically try again. Basically, if it matches, then you keep trying for all of the strings from 1 through n, and either you will return from here, which is empty string in the LeetCode second case, or you return second example, or you return FL in the case of LeetCode's first example. So it's an easy solution. So I think let's take a look at this run, the flower one. I think you set the initial to flower, and then and the initial set to flower, and then you compare with flow, and flower and flow does not match, and then flow and flow does not match, and then flow matched. Now you compare with flight, and then flow does not match with flight, and then FLO does not match with flight, and then FL has the match. So that's why you written FL. Comment below if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye.